going on, people? LA Nick. So listen, this is a lot of clips of my Facebook posts. So I know I say, hey, what's up, guys? So Nick, a lot of times. And I know that I say repeat stuff because it's short clips. I only post minute videos on my Facebook page, which is the same name as this page. Hashtag, go to Facebook, go to hashtag that motorcycle guy. But these are all clips I put together through Facebook that I post on YouTube. So I just don't, I just do this for fun, and I don't want to sit there and edit videos all day. It's just not doing this for a living. So that's why it's the way it is. But I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you following my page. And I love hearing from everyone. I hope to see you soon. See you guys. Thanks. What's happening, people? LA Nick. So there's a funny story behind this bike. So this is a 1925 Bomberland. And a lot of people call it the McDonald's bike because it only came in this color. This is the only option you had. I don't know why in 1925 they would pick yellow and red, which were actually red and yellow were very rare paints back then, and everything was just black. I mean, every 25 Ford's black. There's one option, black. But this bike came like this. So when I was 13, right around 13, 14, I got the Encyclopedia of Motorcycles, and this bike was in it. And I searched my whole life to find one of these bikes. And now I can't even say it, but now I'm 60 years old, and I still haven't found one of these bikes for any amount of money. So it's one of those things, doesn't matter how rich you are, can't have one because there ain't one to have. This one exists. This actually came from the Guggenheim Museum, and now it is permanently housed here at the Barber Motorcycle Museum in Leeds, Alabama, which is just an unbelievable place. It's just, no words to describe it. I always want to find one of these. I don't know why. I don't know why I like it so much. I've never seen the sidecar, and that is a factory sidecar. You can see the factory wheel and all. I don't care for the sidecar. I don't like it with the sidecar. I don't like sidecar bikes because you might as well have a car. It takes up too much space. You can't wheel it around. But the bike's fantastic. I mean, it would be really nicer if it wasn't red and yellow, but it is. If I found one that needed full restoration, I think I'd put it in a different color. Maybe all black. But it's crazy looking. Gave you some specs on it. Oh, it's a 398, so a 400cc single. It's only rated at 20 horsepower, which is not a lot, but for back then it was. Top speed is 55 miles an hour, so it's not very fast, but it's very heavy. You're talking solid steel wheels there, and a lot of weight. Look at the size of the frame; it's big, and it's 8. I measured it yesterday. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 feet, almost 10 feet long. So average bike's 7, so it's 3 feet longer than the average bike. But it's cool. I always thought it was just the coolest thing ever. Especially the fuel tanks. These are fuel. This is oil. It's a neat bike, man. It's got a side start kicker like a BMW, like an early Beamer. Actually, does it side? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's a regular kicker. Yeah, it's cool, but can't find one. So if you know anyone has one, I'd like to have one. I don't know why, but I would like to have one. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and hit that share button for me. I appreciate it, man. What's up, kids? LA Nick. So remember this bike at Neekum? Now it's at Barber because they bought it because it's nice. So this would be like the last years that dustbins were allowed to race, because I think they got banned in this year, 57. And the reason they got banned was from wind. you come around a turn in the racetrack and crosswinds hit you on this bike, you were gone. You were off the track, and people died. So they banned full dustbins. And I think 57. I think 57 was it. It could have been 58, but I think it was 57, where they banned the dustbin and these rear cowls because air couldn't get through the bike, so it would just literally pick you up. But this one's really nice. I seen it at Mecum. I'm sure it was a pretty penny. I don't know. I don't remember what it hammered for, what it sold for, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap. I don't even know how correct it is. It looks correct to me, but I'm no expert on these. And I'm sure it's pretty nice if Barber bought it. I mean, this is the biggest motorcycle museum in the world, so. And they put it in the right place, right when you walk in the door. So, let's see, let's read a little history on it. It says it's a factory race bike. It says it is. It's pretty nice. But yeah, that's why you don't see dustbins anymore. Because dangerous. Alright guys, hit that share button for me. I appreciate it. See it. What's going on, guys and girls? Owen Nick. Let's check out some scooters today. One of my favorites, Motorumi. Motorumis were cool. Little twin, 125cc, twin cylinder, 2-stroke. The motor is literally the base of the bike, man. Everything else is built around the bike. And look at the size of the brake. It's got a big giant brake for a little scooter. Me and Nancy actually got to go to the Rumi mansion. He's passed away now, but all his bikes were still in there. These are very well made. I mean, look at that. Everything's very quality made. Hard to come by in the United States though. You see them in Europe, but not here. But very quality scooter, like high-end scooter. What do we got here? 1964 Heinkel Tourist. Heinkel, German. Big in size. Little spare tire. Cushman. Super Silver Eagle. Cushman didn't make a very good engine, unfortunately. They just didn't. You can see the quality difference of this than the Rumi. Like, that's like not junk, and that's quality. Cushman was made in America. They had a good run, but their motors just weren't quality made motors. Some people love them. I just never had good luck with Cushman motors. They always went bad on me. Right, let's see what else we got here. Silver Pigeon, one of the most sought after Mitsubishi scooters. Made in Japan, very good scooter, run forever. Moto Campos, showed you these yesterday. It's completely street legal, folds up, goes in the trunk of your car. Made by Honda. It came in a Honda car in the trunk. When you bought a certain model Honda car, they came in it. Very sought after and not cheap. They go for pretty big money. Doodlebug Super 8, also street legal. Not highway legal, but street legal. Some of these are highway legal. 59 Cushman Pacemaker, also a big scooter. This is a scooter that Nancy's dad had and modified really cool. Wish he still had it, but I don't know what happened to it. Valmobile, this is a fold-up. Folds up into this suitcase. This flips up and the whole thing comes out here. There's it open. How cool is that? They should remake those today. Where you can fold them up into a suitcase, carry on the chain. Look at that big one up there. Let's see what that is, because I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's not an American made. Don't see a name. It's big though. Little trailer. It's cool with the spare tire. Well, here we go. It's CZ, Czech Republic. It's cool. Sears Allstate. 1956, but all the stuff we made was just real primitive, man. Like really totalitarian. Anyway, that's some scooters for you. I appreciate you. Oh, I gotta show you one more because it's really cool. Hold on. One of the coolest scooters made. Salisbury. Oh, sorry about that. My finger in the screen. Salisbury made a really cool scooter. 1949. Comfortable. Cool scooter. Like a couch. And they were pretty fast too. It did like 50, 60 miles an hour. Mustang was very common in the United States. And today's modern day Honda Monkey. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that share button for me. What motor would you say that is? Looks like a BSA, right? But it's not. It's a Kawasaki. 1967. The British Kawasaki. I mean, it's so BSA. It looks just like it. I mean, identical. But it's not. It's Japanese. But yeah, that's, I mean, I don't see a BSA close by to compare it to, but they're the same. Very unusual bikes. Here's another one that you don't see very often. 1982 Hesketh V1000. Big heavy bike that only did 120 miles an hour. 86 horsepower. Made in Great Britain. It looks heavy. It is heavy. Almost 600 pounds heavy. Not terrible looking, but yeah, kind of a big heavy turd. It's got a cool chromoly frame. I've never heard of it. First time I've ever seen one. So it's got to be pretty rare. Got a nice dashboard. Like in your face stages, which I like. Norton 850 Commando electric start. What do we got here? I know that's an Eva Harley motor. 94 Goodman 1200. Great Britain. With a Harley Davidson Sportster power plant. Not bad looking. I like it better than anything Harley made in the Sportster version. Like much better. I guess someone tried to take off a brand and it never popped. So they gave up. Happens a lot more than people know. They make a couple hundred bikes and that's it. The guy who tried to bring Norton back not that long ago, that's what he did. Spent millions, made a couple dozen bikes and went bankrupt. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hit that share button for me, I appreciate it. Hey, I've never seen this Bimota. I thought I knew Bimota. I don't know Bimota. I don't know what this front end is. I don't understand what's going on here. I see handlebars. I see a headstock with an arm coming off it and a rod going down there somewhere. And then all this. I'm still confused. I still don't figure it out. What's moving that wheel? Where's the pivot point? Okay, I got it. I I just figured it out. Okay, so that hole, so you can see straight through it, that's the axle. Yeah, that's the axle. And the wheel is pivoted this way. No, that can't work. There must be bearings in there. Because the wheel's turning in that gap, in that empty hole. That's how much turn you have. That much that way, and the same amount in the other way. But it seems like too many moving parts to me, man. It's a cool looking bike though. I love the way they did this whole one plate. But I think the steering is a little too complicated. I mean, front swing arm, which I've seen before on other old bikes have it. But I don't know. Seems like a lot of moving parts. But it's cool. It doesn't tell me what, I don't know what year it is. Does it say there, right there? I don't see a year. There's no information on it. It just says Bermuda Tessie 3D, 150 miles an hour. But yeah, it's pretty crazy suspension and steering. All right, guys, hit that share button for me. I appreciate it. Pretty cool builds right here. A little Honda motor. There's a Hercules Wankel. Pretty crazy builds, man. I don't know. You could ride them very far. It's the same as this one, but different bodywork. I like the Wankel. I like how the body, the air flows right through it. It's like a hollow tube. Pretty crazy. This is actually the design center, Barber Advanced Design Center. And they're designing bikes here. Teaching people how to design bikes. And they have built some. They built this, probably built in Birmingham, Alabama, man. Didn't know it existed, but there it is, 2014. That was 190 miles an hour, man. That's pretty fast. Trying to read some information. It's a V4. For an American production vehicle. First domestic metric motorcycle. Huh. The first domestic metric motorcycle. Huh. It's saying something. I've never heard of them before. 190 miles an hour. It's fast. It looks really comfortable. It looks like it's a pretty quality build with the cluster and all. I mean, it's got the best of everything. Öhlins, Brembo, which I think every bike now does, but yeah, I don't know anything about them. He told me about this whole design center, what they're doing here, and they're teaching kids how to do the process of designing and actually making a bike into a bike using clay and molding the bodies, which is pretty cool. Because someone's got to learn the trade, because we'll all be gone. So if you look over there, see those engines right on that wall right there? They were in the Morbidelli Museum when you walked there. So it kind of gave me a little tear jerk when I saw those. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Hit that like button. Hit that share button for me, man. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about everything in the comments. And if you ever get to Alabama, make sure you come to this Barber collection. It's fantastic. See you guys. What's up, guys and girls? Ellie Nick. Let's look at some race bikes. Real race bikes, not street bikes, race bikes. 87 Honda RS 500. 125 horsepower, 180 miles an hour. And gotta love the two-strokes, man. 84 Suzuki TSR1. 186 miles an hour. Can't really see in that motor, but it's a square four, like an RG. Weighs nothing, 250 pounds. That's why it's so fast. 1984 Suzuki RG 500. Not stock though, completely raced out. I have an RG, I like it. It's fun to ride. Square 4 steps, square 4, 2 crankshafts. 851 Strada Ducati. Only 154 miles an hour. Slow poker. Hey, where do they got the RG at? Oh, I like how he did the flush clean exhaust in there, and then the 2 down there. Where they got this RG at? 180 miles an hour. God, they're fast, man. Little 500cc, 180 miles an hour. Kawasaki KR250, 150 miles an hour. This is a tiny bike. It's small. It's very small. It looks big in the video, but it's not. It's a tiny little bike, man. Going 150 miles an hour on it would be scary, man. Go there. Let's see, 133 miles an hour with a dustbin. They outlawed dustbin. See, this was never raced. They outlawed dustbins way before 1986. You can't race dustbins because of crosswinds. They blow you off the track. You get hit by a side wind of this, you're gone. But someone built it just for a showpiece. Or maybe they raced it without the fairing, because you can't race dustbins. 84 Crouser 80 GP, 125 miles an hour. For 79cc bike, does 137 miles an hour. That's crazy. It's like the little tiny Morbidellis. They go that fast too. Lots of race bikes. 75 Kawasaki KR350, 160 miles an hour, because it's a 2-stroker. 2-strokes are just fast, man. What's that MZ doing in there? MZ stuck in there. Yamaha TA 125. Another Honda 125, 100 miles an hour. Kajiva RR 250, 155 miles an hour. Let's see what the Rickman is. Matchless Rickman slow poker, 135 miles an hour. Big 500cc. It's slower than that little 125 over there. Harley Davidson 2-stroker, 169 miles an hour, 391 cc's, 6-speed. Legit race bike there, because it's a 2-stroker. 2-strokes rule. CZ GP 125, 118 miles an hour, water-cooled 2-stroke. Tiny little thing. I mean, this is really small. You can't tell in the video, but it's like a little tiny kid's bike. Like I could barely fit on that bike. TZ 250, 135 miles an hour. And the Jawa, 160 miles an hour. 350 2-stroke. Rotary valve. And then these are all modern day race bikes. Well, not modern day. This is 70s TZ750. Great bike right there. Fantastic bike. Norton, Ducati, Suzuki. First gen, no, second gen, 92. 92 was in 91 were a good year for GSXRs. RC30, great bike. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and hit that share button for me. It helps me tremendously if you hit the share button. Share, share, share. Thanks guys. What's up guys, though, 1929 Excelsior Super X Hill Climber. They're the size of that sprocket. That thing's cool. I like that it's grungy and used, and imagine hill climbing this thing back in the day. Hardly any, no rear suspension at all. Hardly any front. Be pretty cool. Reading Standard. Fantastic bike. 1922 Reading Standard V-twin. 1,100 cc's. Oh, look that big. That's what it says. Don't give it top speed or nothing. Pretty bike though. You don't see them come up for sale too often. Pretty rare. Henderson, 1921 Henderson Deluxe with sidecar. Talking mucho dinero. Big money right there. Sell this and buy a house, literally. Another Excelsior 4. Let's see what year this one is. This is the kickstand. All the old pre-war bikes had a kickstand like that. It's pretty crazy. Whole back tire goes up in the air. 1925 Henderson Deluxe. It's only $400 brand new. Now it's hundreds of thousands. So, good investment on your money if you bought one new and you stashed it away. I don't think there's anything today that you could buy new that's stashed away that would go up in value. Very little. Very little. 1915 Sears Dreadnought Twin. Cost $235 brand new. Today, I would think over 100K. If you could find one. Like I said, I don't think you could buy anything today and stash away that would be worth to go up in value. Everything's junk. Once again, look at that nickel plating, not chrome, nickel. Way better looking than chrome. See it in the handlebars. It makes it look like jewelry. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. What's going on, kids? ONX. Let's get into some early stuff here. 1926 Nera car. Pretty cool. You know, these actually started in the UK and then moved to New York at one point. I think it's Syracuse. They moved to Syracuse in, I think, 21 or somewhere in there, but they originally were in England. But yeah, pretty cool. I always wanted one. Never come across one for a fair price. They made a lot of models. I don't know them all. This is a 23 Nera car Model A, and this is a 26 Model B. You can see the little, not a lot of differences, but more, no, that's the same. Oh, the only thing I see difference is that has lights. This one does not have lights. And the main body's, main body's pretty close to the same, it's just different color. Oh, suspension's different. This has very primitive suspension. The Model B, no, it's close, but a little bit differences. But yeah, cool, pretty cool. 35 miles an hour they went. We'll keep going with some early stuff. Excelsior, big money bike, 1911. These are 200 grand if you find one. They sold originally for $185. Made in Chicago. Really good looking bike. Once again, that nickel plating. I love nickel plating. So much better looking than today's chrome. 1910 Yale single. Don't know anything about it because I don't know it. 1912 Wagner. Beautiful bike. 50-mile-an-hour bike. This thing did 50 miles an hour, man. It's pretty fast to be on something like this. Look at the handlebars. 50 miles an hour, you're going like this. I wouldn't do 50 miles an hour on it. 1910 Sears. 45 miles an hour. $169, brand new. Now it's over 100 grand. So, good investment on your money if you bought one new. 1970 Indian, Model O. Only did 45 miles an hour. Really getting Indians, Harley Davidsons. This was Indian 4s, always fan favorites. People really like these bikes. I'm surprised the rear cylinders didn't overheat. Maybe they did, I don't know. But I would think they would. But it's one of Indian's favorites for collectors, want this bike. I would think not much air got to that back cylinder though. But good looking bike for sure. Look at this place. Barber Motorcycle Museum, Leeds, Alabama. Fantastic museum. All right, guys, keep watching. I'll keep shooting, and hit that share button for me. What's going on, kids? Owen Nick, the 900 Super Sport. Everyone's dream. 1979 Ducati 900. You know, even though it was a 900, top speed on this bike is only 135 miles an hour. It's not very fast. But they're commanding crazy money right now. They're bringing a lot of money. I've seen, especially in Australia, they're like insane. You could buy a house. Seriously, you could buy a house for what they're selling for in Australia. Same with these. KZ 900s, man. They're big money right now. And I've seen one sell for 50 grand. $50,000 for 74 KZ 900. This is actually 900 Z1. This is what's hard to find, the exhaust, because see, they rust out. This one's starting. They never have the original exhaust because they all rotted out. This one still has the original exhaust, but it's starting to rot out. The rest of it's real clean though. 14,000 miles on it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and hit that share button for me. What's going on, people? LA Nick. So listen, this is a lot of clips of my Facebook posts. So I know I say, hey, what's up, guys? So Nick, a lot of times. And I know that I say repeat stuff because it's short clips. I only post minute videos on my Facebook page, which is the same name as this page. Hashtag, go to Facebook, go to hashtag that motorcycle guy. But these are all clips I put together through Facebook that I post on YouTube. So I just don't, I just do this for fun, and I don't want to sit there and edit videos all day. It's just not doing this for a living. So that's why it's the way it is. But I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you following my page. And I love hearing from everyone. I hope to see you soon. See you guys. Thanks. Let's check out some side hack races. Nick here at Barber in Leeds, Alabama. 79 Rumble Yamaha with the side hack. 750. Is it I don't know what motor that would be. 750. I guess, did it come in a bike? Yeah, the TZ, it's a TZ 750 motor. That's exactly what it is. Man, I'd love to have that motor. TZ 750. Look at the chambers and exhaust on that. See if I can zoom in. Look at all four of them coming out one side. Gotta be just deafening, man. Gotta be ear piercing, man. Just ear piercing. What do we got here? 65 BSA side hack. This would be left in the dust to those. Wouldn't even be a race. The two-strokes would smoke it. I'm a two-stroke guy. Welcome to the world of Yamaha two-strokes. 77 TZ 750. Just an amazing machine, man. So fast. 185 miles an hour this bike does. 185 plus. 185 plus. Just crazy fast bikes, man. 74 TZ 750, 175 mile an hour bike. 75 TZ 350, 145 mile an hour bike. On the 350, 145 miles an hour. It weighs 250 pounds. 2 strokes, man. Fastest motorcycles in the world. 72 Yamaha 125, 115 miles an hour. Imagine doing 115 miles an hour on this little tiny thing. It's like a kid's toy. It's tiny. I mean, it's really small. The motor's that big, and it does 120 miles an hour. 74 Yamaha T8 125, 110 miles an hour. These are little tiny bikes, man. They're very small. You can't tell in the video, but size-wise, they're like a little 6-year-old kid would fit on them. 72 Yamaha TR3, 145 miles an hour. Well, that's a pretty bike. TD1C, 1967, 130 miles an hour. Pretty bike, good looking. 65 Yamaha TD1B, 120 miles an hour. They all got real nice hubs on them too. Look at these race hubs. Fantastic. 63 Yamaha, 120 miles an hour. 250 cc's. The Yamaha Central here, man. 1961 Yamaha TD1 250. Top speed 112 miles an hour plus. It's scary going that fast on these little bikes. They're little bikes, man. I mean, the tires are that big. Video is misleading. 65 TD1B, 125 miles an hour, 250 cc's. Big old expansion pipes down there. 67 TD1C, 250 cc's, 125 miles an hour. Oh, good looking one here. 69 TR2, 150 miles an hour, 350 cc's. Look at the size of that brake hub. It's massive. $2,500 for one of those, if you could find one. That's what they sell for, though. Got one in the rear too. Pure race stuff. 71 350, 150 miles an hour. Someone had a heck of a Yamaha collection here, man. 72 Yamaha TR3, 145 miles an hour, 350 cc's. T8 250, 135 miles an hour. Full race. TZ 250E, 130 miles an hour. Disc 78, that's why. And the TZ 750, 1974. 180 miles an hour. You can imagine. This bike's very small. It's a very small bike. I can't imagine doing 180 miles an hour on it. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching Yamaha Central, man. Only at Barber. Thanks for watching, and hit that share button for me. I appreciate it. What's up, guys and girls? I'm Nick. 1949 Vincent Black Lightning. This bike was actually set up for race from the factory. Well, kind of. This is an exact replica of one that was set up for race with the same mods done. 150 miles an hour. Pretty fast for 1949. I know some people say this is the most beautiful engine ever made. And it's beautiful. I'll say that. It's very artsy. The way they crisscrossed everything. The only thing that bugs me on Vincent's is the stupid space behind under the seat. Just never got it. I guess they had to do it because that's the suspension. So they had to have that open. But I don't know, man. At least put a solo seat on them. That space bugs me. Not that I matter, but just the engine's so beautiful. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that share button for me. What's got 1979 Silk 700S MK2 Sabre. Another UK bike. It's cool. I like the way it looks. 110 miles an hour. It's a 650cc. 54 horsepower. You wouldn't think it'd have that much. Water cooled, which is cool. No pun intended. Definitely different, man. Whole different for this, you know, for 79. I mean, this is archaic. This is primitive motor, but I've never seen one for sale anywhere. And if I did, I'd probably buy it. I don't know why, but I probably would. It's definitely cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. What's going on, guys and girls? Zoe and Nick. The famous Morbidelli V8. 1997. I think it was the first year John Carlos came out with this. 120 horsepower. 848 cc's. Or 847, sorry, 847 cc, so 850. It only does 150 miles an hour, which is not a lot. 550 pounds, but what a piece of art. I mean, the design is just fantastic, that little V8. I don't know if you've seen that video I made of a little Benelli 250 V8. You know, the Benelli and Morbidelli were all intertwined. They're all from Pesaro. So a lot of things crossed over between Benelli and Morbidelli. A lot of Americans don't know the Morbidelli name. John Carlos actually invented the CNC machine for woodworking. And in the back of the shop, way before this bike, he started building these bikes. Small CC bikes for GP. And it was crazy successful. I mean, just over the top successful. He won a lot of GPs. I think these bikes even won an Isle of Man race. So very successful brand. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago. And now this year, the same company who bought Benelli, Chinese, also bought Morbidelli. So end of an era for the great Italian bikes. Apparently, the owner of this museum, Mr. Barber, was good friends with John Carlos. I've had the pleasure of meeting John Carlos multiple times and getting to see all his stuff, his personal stuff, and just amazing. These are all the Morbidelli wins, Grand Prix winner. These are all the pilots that won. But yeah, it's a very successful race team. And most people never heard of them. Most Americans have never heard of them. But this guy here in Alabama thought enough of John Carlos to build this whole room, Morbidelli, a special room just to John Carlos. So, and these bikes, I mean, the specs on these things are crazy. This is a 125, did 145 miles an hour. 145 miles an hour. Weighs 165 pounds. That's fast, man. for a 125. Crazy fast. He built crazy bikes. Just some fast stuff. Look right here, John Carlos Morbidelli and the birth of a motorcycle. So I'm guessing that John Carlos donated this stuff to this museum. But yeah, fantastic stuff. Got a lot of look, awards up there for Morbidelli. All right, guys, keep watching. I'll keep posting. I'm going to be posting some very interesting stuff this week. So, and hit that share button. I appreciate it. 1968 Jawa. Pretty cool. 344 cc's. Only weighs 195 pounds, 140 miles an hour. At 50 horsepower. 2-stroke, water cooled. Pretty sweet. We got a couple more Jawas here. Not sure what this bike is. Koenig. I've seen them before. I know they're German. I love the tail section. Beautiful bike. We are at Barber Motorcycle Museum in Leeds, Alabama. And this is LA Nick, in case you didn't know. Another Jawa. What's this one? A Jawa 1970 R67 water-cooled V4 two-stroke. V4 two-stroke. 160 miles an hour. Wish I could get a better peek of that motor, but I can't because it's got this MV Agusta in front of it. 1967 MV. 500, 498 cc actually. Double overhead cam, of course. 160 miles an hour. 78 horsepower. Beautiful bike. This museum is just mind-boggling. The quality that they have here, it's just over the top. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and share. I appreciate it. 1954 AJS E95 Porcupine. Tank on, tank off. And you can see why they call it the Porcupine. Got stuff sticking out everywhere. 499 cc's. Did 145 miles an hour, but it's not very heavy. 340 pounds, not terrible, especially for British, for a big British bike. Crazy looking motor, man. Very crazy looking motor. Let's check out the other side. I wonder if that's all gear driven or there's chains in there. I don't know AJS's, but that tank's fantastic. Tank's gotta be God fortune to buy that tank. I mean, where would you even find one? Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hit that share button for me, I appreciate it. So Vincent Motorcycles, that made the famous Vincent Black Shadow and a lot of other models, also made this personal watercraft. Yep, they sure did. Never took off, but they made it. In the 1950s, Vincent reached out and made this personal watercraft. Just didn't take off. See if we can see what motor's in there. A little single cylinder. You can see in there, it's a little single cylinder. Exhaust right there. But yeah, never took off. So pretty cool though. Talking about something else weird. And that's pretty weird. V7 JLR cycles. Not for me, man. To me, that's whacked out. Wouldn't ride it, wouldn't be seen on it, wouldn't want to own it. But to each their own. Someone put a lot of work in. I'm not knocking the workmanship, just not my style. I'd take the Sunbeam over that. 1933 Sunbeam. 90 miles an hour that little baby did. 500cc single. Good looking scooter. Not as good looking as this though. This is, to me, this is one of the best looking bikes ever made. I got bad lighting here, so I'm not going to be able to get a good shot of it. Maybe I can go on this side. 1927 Bro Superior. Or the people who are in them call them Bruff Superior. I guess the correct pronunciation is Bruff. Or Bruff, or something close to that. I call them Bruff Superiors, but I know when I was at Jay Leno's, they called them Bruff Superior. So I don't know what the correct pronunciation is, but they're cool. I think one of the coolest motorcycles made. My opinion. They weren't slow either. 80 miles an hour for 1927. That was a lot. A lot of power in 1927. And a V-twin. Wow, look at this crazy thing. That is crazy. 1912 Wally car. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Walcy. W-A-L-C-Y car. Wall cycle car. Oh, okay. Wall cycle car. Made in the UK. It's pretty crazy. 500cc single. Where do you even find something like this? And look at that steering. I mean, it's not much of a rod going up there. I guess it's just enough though. I guess it's just enough to steer it. Kind of neat. I'd probably drive it, ride it around. Alright, we'll do one more and then I'll move on. So there's a lot here. 1926 ABC. Kind of like a miniature BMW motor. Very miniature. It's a 398cc. It only did 50 miles an hour. I love the little gas bowl up there. That's pretty crazy. I love the nickel plating too. It's not chrome, it's nickel. And it has a different look to it. I prefer nickel over chrome. Cool scooter. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hit that share button for me, man. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate it.